Hi Gemini, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your monthly reading for June. I hope you guys are all well. I will take a quick second to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every single Gemini. So guys, take what resonates for you. Just leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind that the energies can reverse. And as always, please don't try to push yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, what would you like Gemini to know for the month of June? All right, Gemini, you're starting with the Eight of Swords in the reverse. It is crossed by the World. So you're ending some sort of cycle here. It was a cycle where there was a lot of confusion, a lot of anxiety, and you're kind of freeing yourself from it. You're putting an end to it. A new cycle is beginning. In the past, you had the Two of Pentacles, so this had to do with a choice of some sort. Yeah, I do feel like there were things that were unknown or things that you were hoping for that never came about. But you found your balance, you've stepped out of this, and you're freeing yourself, ending this cycle. Yeah, you've cut somebody out. This is all happening because of the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Somebody may have been dishonest with you. You could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I'm also seeing that you were angry over this situation and now you have cut this person out, or this situation. It could be a situation. So let's see what's on your mind. Show me what's on Gemini's mind. Yeah, the Four of Swords in the reverse. You're considering communicating with somebody possibly that you haven't communicated with in quite some time. You're also looking at healing, and you've done some healing here, and it looks like, you know, you're looking at things that have made you feel unbalanced in the past, and continuing to heal those issues. But a lot of you are considering communicating with somebody that you've been on a break with, or communicating about a situation that you've healed from. So let's see, June. Show me what's happening in June for Gemini. Show me what's happening in June for Gemini. Seven of Cups in the reverse. You're getting clarity. You could also be making some decisions here that, you know, you've taken a while to make that decision. I'm strongly feeling like there's somebody who may have ghosted you, or perhaps you ghosted them, that's going to pop back up as well. Let me see your energy. Four of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, you're thinking about somebody from the past. You're focused on somebody, and it does look like it is with regard to love. Let's see the energy coming towards Gemini. Show me the energy coming to Gemini. The Page of Cups. There's somebody new coming towards you. This could be somebody from the past that's offering you an apology as well. Let me see Spirit's advice. Show me Spirit's advice. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Spirit is saying you need to focus on your money right now. There's a need to focus on money, a need to focus on your own self, your own well-being, a need to nurture yourself, focus upon your home and your children instead of focusing on loss. Let me see your outcome. So your outcome at the end of June, we have the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. So there's something that that may have been long-term that is dissolving, something that you're feeling a deep sense of loss about. But you're also going to receive, you know, some advice regarding that. For some of you, this is an ending of a long-term relationship or a marriage. Bottom of the deck is the Page of Swords in the reverse. This is underlying energy, and it does indicate that there are things here that are unknown. There could be somebody that has been dishonest with you. We see that in the underlying energy as well. Somebody you have not been speaking to that you're considering talking to, but you don't know if that's advisable. And I do feel like there's been some lies here in this situation. We see the dishonesty. So there may be lies. They could be direct lies or even lies of omission. So let's clarify. Spirit, why is the Eight of Swords in reverse for Gemini? Knight of Pentacles. All right, so we have the World in reverse. It's taken you quite some time to close this down. I feel like you kind of went back and forth, and you just were unable to close this out. Whatever this situation is, I feel like, you know, it was the anxiety. You were thinking about it. You were obsessing about it. You were dwelling on it. But, you know, all this time you were slowly moving towards closure, but it just took some time. So I feel like this was a pretty big event in your life, but you are closing it out. Why is the World here for Gemini? Why is the World here? Knight of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, so what's closing out is there's a situation where somebody was being a player, basically. Somebody was a player. They were in, they were out. They were very inconsistent. They'd come rushing in, they'd leave just as quickly. And I feel like this is the person that you are not currently talking with, the person that you cut out of your life. And that whole thing is closing out. Let me see. This person could have juggled you and others. Why is the Two of Pentacles here? Yeah, you had a difficult time walking away from this person. You were moving very slowly. It's like you wanted to close this out, but you just were not able to. And I do feel like you're finally freeing yourself in, you know, currently. Because this is all current energy, Gemini. So let me see, why is this Queen of Swords in reverse? Yeah, the Devil. This was a very toxic situation. A very toxic situation. And I feel like you finally cut it out. You just said, I'm done with this. I've got to move forward with my life. Why is the Four of Swords in reverse? Five of Pentacles reversed. And the Tower in reverse. All right, so you think about contacting this person. You think about talking to them, but you've done a lot of healing here. I can see the conflict for you. I can see where you were going back and forth. There was a desire to reconcile with this person. When this person left you out in the cold, it caused a tower moment for you. And I do feel like this person just abandoned you. They just, you know, they were here one day and gone the next. That's where I was picking up on that ghosting energy. It caused a tower moment. So I do feel that part of you still wants to reconcile with this person. Part of you wants to talk with this person. But you're avoiding any kind of conflict. You're avoiding another tower moment with them. I feel like there's conflict in your mind, though. Yeah. Yeah, I see it. All right, so let's look at June. Show me June for Gemini. Show me June for Gemini. Show me June for Gemini. All right, so we have the Two of Swords. There's that Two of Pentacles again. Nine of Cups. Knight of Cups in the reverse. The Hierophant reversed. Ten of Cups reversed. Queen of Cups. The Magician. The Hangman reversed. Lovers reversed. Ten of Coins reversed. That's in your outcome. We see it here towards the end of the month. Queen of Wands and the Four of Cups reversed, which is in your energy. All right, so let's talk, Gemini. I do feel like you're getting a lot of clarity in your current energy. You're beginning to get a lot of clarity. And I think that the entire month of June is going to be about clarity and making decisions. Choosing things that are good and healthy for you. I do see that in the beginning of June, you have a decision. You're kind of at a crossroads. So in that first week, you're kind of going back and forth. You're weighing up the pros and cons about what's going to make you happy. I do see that You are definitely at a crossroads in your life, and I feel like moving into the second week, you really pull your energy back. If this person or somebody, I don't know who this is, but somebody is offering you something in the love department, and I feel like you're turning it down. But I do feel like it's probably the person you've dealt with here in the past. This person, it appears to me, is offering you something, and you're like, no, I'm not having anything to do with it, because you're realizing that this needs to end. This person made you very unhappy, even though you love this person. So I feel like by the middle of the month, you're turning down a love offer, and you're ending something, you know, for good. Some of you could be receiving advice regarding love that is not good advice, so be careful of that. It will come from likely an outside party, like, you know, it could be somebody that doesn't look like family. It looks like it's outside of family. Be careful of that. It could happen around the middle of the month, and it's going to make you unhappy. In the third week of June, I see you highly manifesting love, but being very choosy about who you give that love to. I see that your heart is opening. I see you receive some kind of enlightenment. So this whole experience really was enlightening to you, and it's helping you to manifest a love that is perfect for you. So the third week, I see you really manifesting that love. A little bit of impatience, but I also think that you're kind of enlightened as to what it is that you want. In the final week of June, I do see that you're looking at a situation very differently. I feel like this person from the past may have chosen another direction, and I feel like you're now viewing it differently. It's like you've been working on your healing. You've been working on your self-esteem. So I see you finally putting an end to this. You know, finally, because I feel like you felt this person was a soulmate, and if you just waited long enough, or, you know, you just worked hard enough at this, that this person would, you know, bring this back together. But I feel like you're now viewing it so differently because of your healing. And I feel that you are putting an end to it. You're closing out this cycle. You're accepting a loss here. This is somebody who may have chosen to go in another direction, possibly even towards another person, a third party. And I feel like you're in a glow-up phase by the end of June. I see you kind of finally closing this out in a glow-up phase. I feel like people are enjoying being around you. I'm hearing bees to honey. So you may have quite a bit of people that are around you. And I also feel like you have learned a lot from this past. You're taking those lessons forward. And I feel like you're in a glow up, which is a good thing. You may still think about this person, but I do feel like you're more so in the aspect of learning lessons. You've learned a lot of lessons. Again, I'm seeing that for some of you, there was third-party energy in this past situation. All right, so let me see how you're showing up. Show me how Gemini is showing up in this reading, please. Page of Swords, the Empress, very nice, and the Ten of Wands reversed. So you're trying to figure out how to elevate your energy, how to draw things to you. This is that manifesting energy we're seeing in the third week of June. I do feel like some of you, towards the beginning of the month, you could be kind of backtracking, trying to figure out what's going on with this person. You're curious, but I feel like as the month moves forward, you start focusing on you. You move into this Empress energy where you are not chasing, you are attracting. You're looking at your own prosperity. You're looking at your own value and self-worth. This is where we see your heart opening and you viewing things very differently here. So likely around the middle of the month. And I do see that that's going to actually resolve a lot of the problems. It's like you're putting these burdens down. You're deciding that you no longer want to carry this. You no longer want to deal with this, and you finally are able to close it out and resolve the problems. It takes a great weight off of you by the end of the month. Now, let's see the energy coming towards you. Show me the energy coming towards Gemini in June. All right, so we have the Six of Swords reversed, we have the Death card, and we have the Page of Wands. So I am seeing more than one person. I do see this person from the past that may try to come in with an apology. They haven't actually moved forward, although there has been a physical ending. And this person could be moving towards you like in a flirtatious but small manner. It could be like a text, or it could be like, you know, liking something on social media perhaps. I do feel like it'll be flirtatious and something very small. They're trying to reopen that door, but I don't feel like you're going to have anything to do with it. I'm also seeing a new person that's coming towards you. Actually, two new people. I do see two new people. One I see is somebody who has been carrying a torch with you, possibly from the past. Somebody that you had some kind of a relationship with that ended. So that person, and I see somebody brand new. This would be somebody who is still dealing with a loss themselves. They're dealing with an ending. It's not completely over. It's not, but they want new love in their life. But there's something from that ending that they're still having to deal with. And it could be legal. Who knows? There's something that is keeping them kind of attached or stuck to that situation, but they want to move forward, and this person's going to be very playful. They could be younger than you, and they're going to be somebody who is flirtatious as well. So let's see Spirit's advice. What is the Queen of Pentacles here in reverse and Spirit's advice? Ace of Swords reversed, the Chariot, and the Page of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so Spirit is saying, you know, that's funny. And it's not completely true, but I hear like a little kid's voice singing, once a liar, always a liar, that is not necessarily true, which is probably why it was depicted by a child's voice. It's a very childish way of looking at things, but I had to tell you because that's what I was hearing. So what I'm seeing, Gemini, in Spirit's advice is that with regard to this loss, there is a great lack of clarity, and there's been a lot of untruth. We're seeing that repeatedly. Spirit is saying move forward, accept the loss. You may never get the full truth. You may never get the clarity that you're looking for, but you can move forward. There are other offers that you're not seeing because, you know, you've been focused on this past. Spirit is saying also that if this past person who has been dishonest offers you something, you need to run as far as you can in the opposite direction, because and don't accept the offer because it will lead to loss. All right, let me see your outcome at the end of the week. I'm sorry, not at the end of the month. Show me the outcome for Gemini at the end of the month. The Sun in reverse. Yeah. The Ace of Pentacles reversed. The Four of Coins reversed. And the High Priestess in reverse. All right, so at the end of the month, there is going to be a loss. And I do feel like it's this person who has not been giving clarity. It's this person that has been hiding things. Whatever is being hidden is coming out into the open with this High Priestess in reverse. Some kind of a secret is coming out, and it's going to help you to accept this loss. It's going to help you to release it, to let it go. Also be careful that towards the end of June that you're very careful with your money, because I'm seeing like possibly some unexpected financial issue that could be costly for you. So be careful with that. You won't see it coming. So if I were you, I would kind of put a little money aside just in case. I do feel, though, that with regard to your, whatever it is that you're trying to release and close out, I see that happening towards the end of the month. I see you're looking at this person very differently. It will likely be because of something that is revealed to you, something that this person has been hiding, and it's going to cause, and it could even be something financially as well, that they've been hiding. But regardless, I see you, finally being able to take the initiative to release and let this go. And I do see you moving forward with the lessons learned. Oh, look at that. King of Pentacles. Underlying energy. So you might be moving towards a King of Pentacles here. Somebody who is solid. It could be one of these new people. I see some form of commitment. You won't see it coming because you've been very focused on the past. You've been very focused on this person from the past. But this is also going to help you to release and let this go. It does also indicate that financial losses are going to be recuperated. These all could be things that are going to happen like you're not going to see it coming. So just brace yourself just to be safe. All right. I'm going to pull an oracle card, Gemini, and we'll see if there's any advice for Gemini. All right. We have number 20, the Garden of the Night. So let's read that. Give me just a second. All right, it says, there are spaces and places within the world of the kitsune that can be found within the human world too. One of the most magical places of all is a place where we can connect with moonlight in a world that is no longer lit brightly but gleaming with silver, the same as it is during our waking hours, yet entirely different because of the gift of moonlight. When this card comes to you, you are being asked to look at a situation, person, or concern from a very different perspective, and to allow yourself the space to contemplate it at a quiet time, in solitude under the silver light of the moon. Within this space, there will be imaginative new ways to approach any difficulties, and your inventiveness and ability to dream into being a new approach will be of great help during the daylight hours, which so often belong to the world of work, of family, and of others. In these in-between times, guarded by moonlight, you will not only be able to solve the problem before you, but you will have time alone to rediscover aspects of your soul that cannot seem to be fully expressed at this time during the day. At night, there is another you, another part of your identity which can be explored and in time allowed to flourish. For you are the gardener of your own soul, and you will tend to what needs to grow within the moonlit hours and allow it in time to come forth into the light of day and become more integrated into the everyday aspects of your world. For now, find this space and place and be illuminated with the silver light of imagination and of infinite possibility. Let your imagination, creativity, dreams, and wonder all feed into your waking life's projects. Let the moonlight and the sunlight intertwine and create magic. Wow. All right. Well, I hope that has been helpful for you, Gemini. If you have resonated with this, please hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe. And until I see you guys in your next reading, namaste.